Hello there, my name is Julius, and I've just exposed my. Anyway, it is well because it's a local IP. You can't ping it or you can't do anything about it. So, precious people, this tutorial is for those people who are familiar with Python programming. I'm going to be taking you through some sweet stuff, some advanced stuff you can do with Python. Python is an interpreted language. It's a high level language. It's an interpreted language. That's why for people who are using programs like C, Golang, and then use Python, you realize that those other programming language like C, they are very fast because they are I don't know, they're a simple language. I can't forget. Let me not say what I can't remember, but anyway, let's speak about what I know right now. So Python is I like it so much because it has a lot of modules that you can use to build apps that you can automate your daily tasks. So let this be my refresher course. I'm going to use this first tutorial just to refresh your mind, some few basics about Python. Then on the next episode, we are going to get to some interesting stuff. So remember this, I'm assuming that you have basic knowledge of Python. I'm not going to go through the everything basic, but for today, let me just refresh some of the basic. Yeah, so let's start with arithmetic. The arithmetic is equals to a is equals to, let me pick an example, and I do something like this. Remember, I am assuming that you have basic Python programming skills. So whatever I'm doing here, I'll be making a lot of assumption about you. So that's why you can do me a favor, get some basics, then you can come journey together, or you can still journey with, because I'm just going to refresh more on the basics today, but in the future I want to speak about more advanced stuffs. Okay, so I want to be short on the basic. I don't want to talk about a lot of theories, blah blah blah. I'll try to be short as possible. So in Python, this is how I want to do something called with not arithmetic. I want to do arithmetic, but I want to store this. I want to do something. I want to do my end goal now is just to do an arithmetic operation. So what I've just written is a is equals to 7. What that one means in Python, you can store your values. This is how I'm storing my value, my variable a. I'm declaring it to be 7. That's what it basically means. It's like saying when you are born and they looked at your private part and they say, oh, you're a male, right? Something like that. Anyway, just creating an identity. So for me here, I've created an identity for a, meaning a is equals to 7. Then I can do b is equals to 6. What happens is that by doing that, when I do a is equals to 7, I've just declared in my Python program to remember that my a is 7. Like, it is stored somewhere. I don't know if you used to do this. Let me do, I've been doing this for many years. I don't know if it's iLock. Let's see. Oops, sorry. I've forgotten much of the basic stuff anyway. All I'm trying to say is that this a is stored in the computer memory. The computer remembers that my a is equals to 7, then my b is equals to 6. I think let me shift to something better. Let me shift to my IDE. I like this IDE. It's called Wing. I'm using a pro version. You can go and get yourself an IDE, a better IDE. I love this IDE for basically Python. It works for me best. So let me do a is equals to 7 again, and b is equals to 6. Storing this is in my memory. Let me see what I was trying to do, if I can find it. Let me try to ID. Okay, let me print. Let's run this. See, yeah, that's what I was looking for. Anyway, what I've just done is that I've identified where my a is stored. My a has been stored in this memory. You can see there's an identity there. If I do another one, if I print the ID of b, the location of where where my b is stored. Remember, when I run this program again, you might get a different memory value here where it is stored, because when you run the program will only remember a when the program is running. the program will remember my A, the value of my A when it is running. Otherwise, when I close my program, it will not remember the value of A. So let us run it. This ID is ending with 8192. So let's test my theory. Yeah, you'll see it has changed. If I run it again, it keeps on changing. You'll notice that, yeah. So remember, the Python, remember your Python program, it remembers the location of this memory. It remembers this variable. When I say variable, I don't want to speak about much basic. So go and find out what's when I'm saying a variable, what do I mean? So yeah, so let us do some basic arithmetic operations. So I'm going to do a print. Even print, I'm assuming you know what I'm doing. It's just I'm giving an output. So I'll remove these ones, I don't need it. I'm going to say my A plus B. My A plus B is equals to, remember we are refreshing, so I'll do my arithmetic here. I'll create brackets and A plus B. Then let's run this and see what our output you see. My A plus B is equals to 13. Remember, like I told you, when I run the program for the first time, it remembers my variables, their values that I've declared in them from until the program closes. Yeah, so it has it remembers when I run the program. The first line it's stored value 7 in a variable called A in a location that I was showing you before, identifying where they are stored in the computer memory, which is not important for you. It's not important even for me. I started learning this Python program maybe 10 I don't know, it's 10 years ago. I think it's 10 years ago because I've been programming for quite a good number of years. So that's why some of the basic things I just forget because I'm not using it on a daily basis. It's not important. It's not important for you to know where the variable is stored actually. But it's important for you. I don't know. Maybe sometimes it depends on what you're doing. Maybe it's important for you, but for me it has never been important of where the variables are being stored. So yeah, let's do another arithmetic operation. Let's do something like a division. Let's see what will happen with a division. So I'll just change this one. A divide by B. Let's see what that one gives us. I assume is number. Yeah, this is how we do the arithmetic operation in Python. Let's do a floor division, meaning let's do a division and get the whole value without a remainder. You see, yeah, if you divide 6 divided by 7, it goes 1. This is a floor division. We don't care about the remainder. Let me see if I can remember this. I want to try and do something else like this. What's the remainder? I don't know if it's that way or not. Like I said, make sure you go and learn the basic. Oh yeah, the remainder is still 1. Anyway, I think that's the remainder. So refresh yourself about the Python basics. So this is the arithmetic. When we were learning computer, I remember that is 15 years ago. Maybe when I was in high school, not 15 years ago. Yeah, 15 years ago when I was in high school. We were used to talk about the CPU doing the arithmetic and logical operations. What I've just done is the arithmetic. You can relate to what I'm saying. Now let's do the logical operations, like the if statement. We can do something like this. Let's do like let's do a logical operation. That's a test. If A is greater than B, print yes. Yes. Yeah. We can do a while loop. While A is greater than B, print yes. Print yes. But now the problem is my program will never stop because it will keep on checking. It's checking when you do a while loop, it keeps on checking, like it will never stop. So I don't want to do this one to run forever. So I want to do another control. I'm going to do C is equals to 1, and I'm just going to say my C plus is equals to 1. Sometimes I forget Python and PHP, I confuse them. In PHP, it will increase a variable each time in a loop. You do C++, not C++. The variable plus. In my case, it is C, so it is C++. If I would have been doing this in PHP, but we are doing it in Python. We don't care about PHP says. So this is how I do an increment. Then I want to exit. I want to exit when so I'm just going to do basic stuff. Yeah, if C is greater than or equal to 100. Let's exit. Or even if you do, if it's greater than, I just want my interest is that I don't want to do this like forever. So okay, so I just want to exit. Yeah. Remember, I'm using the Wing IDE. They have not paid me anything to promote their product, but I just love it. Yeah, I love it so much, and when we'll be doing advanced stuff in Python, you will learn a lot. And by the way, if you don't want to miss my next advanced programming, so you need to subscribe. Just hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share with your friends. Yeah, so that when I upload a new video, you get to be notified. That's the importance of subscribing. Now let's run this. Like I said, I'm just doing this exit here because if I don't do this here, my program will run forever. I don't want that. Yes, you can see, so it's working. So yeah, if I dare remove that one and run this, it will never stop. Trust me. You see, you can see my output here. It's never stopping. Yeah, so let me stop it. Let me just stop it. Okay, I think I've stopped it. Yeah, so be careful when you're using loops, when you're looping, like especially when you're doing a while loop, especially if you're a beginner, it never stops. What else can I talk about the basic? Okay, you need to learn about it. Let's do something. Let's program this one like a professional. Yeah. I'm going to create a class and I'm going to call it my basic programming. Then, so you're now doing it like a professional. This is how we do it. It's best to do your stuff in classes. If you ask me, I don't know why. Anyway, I don't care. Mine is to give you that one you can check for yourself. Like I told me, I want to teach you how to program. And I want in the due time we can do some advanced stuff. So if name is equals to main, then what should we do? We want to run my class basic programming. Yeah, so this is how you do it like a professional. Anyway, running your stuff in classes. I use these classes a lot. I have used it in Flutter. That, yeah, let's say that used in that, not Flutter. Okay, these two always confuse me. There's no difference between them because you need in Flutter you're using both Flutter and that. In Java, if you program with Java, you may have used classes. It's not a must, but it makes number one, it makes your code simple. You can just actually these classes are so much important anyway. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to do the basic stuff because these are things you can learn by your own time. But these classes are very important. Assuming you will see the importance of it. Assuming you have different codes, you can have two different codes. Then you want to call. It's easier to call if you've written your code. You don't want everything to run, right? So let's say I've done something like this. Actually, let me do it practically. Yeah, I think you will love to see me doing it practically. Program was running forever. Let me stop it. Let me get a new file and I'm going to save it somewhere in my desktop. Remember, we're just refreshing. We haven't started. This is just me fooling around before we start doing some advanced stuff in Python, like making beautiful reports in Excel, automating stuff. So yeah, we haven't started. So I'm going to do an import. Yeah, I'm going to import. Let me see. Am I untitled? Let me check the spelling again. Untitled. I think I can rename this file better. Well, let me even check the location of this file. I think we can rename it better. Let me just do something. Let me rename it better. I think I can rename it better. Let's tell it like calculations. Yeah, .py. Remember, that's how you save a Python file. Looks like I've named the wrong one. Looks like it's the wrong one. I hope. Oh, it's the correct one. Okay. Import. How do we name it? Yeah, import calculations. I want to show you how you're going to use classes. Yeah. So my class B define init. You see why I love this ID? It had complete stuff for me. So yeah, then I want to do what? I want to do calculations. It will have been better. Let me run it. It will run that other file. Trust me. Something is not happening. Let's see what's not happening. Okay. Oh, no. I know what I've not done. Actually, you remember when I was doing telling the program, if you don't do this, it will not run. Yeah. This one you are telling it which class to run on as the main. Yeah. What's your main class? Which one to run when the program is executed. So I want to run my class B. And let's see what happens when I run it. It says module update is not callable. Yeah, which is true. I should have called basic programming. I think I'm making some errors that you may also understand. Yeah, some I'm doing deliberately. So I'm calling. Now I think now you're getting why it's important to use classes. You can use it you can use it in other files. Yeah, you see it's working. Good, perfect. What else should I teach in Python? What else should I refresh your mind about? Let me see. We have done the import, we have done the class declaration, we have done the arithmetic, we have stored variables, we have even checked where they're stored in the memory. What haven't we done? We have done the if, we have done the while. We have not touched everything. I've just touched bit of it because I'm assuming you have the basic Python skills. Now let me close it there. I'm going to stop it there. But tomorrow, do not miss it because it's going to be very sweet for you. Remember to subscribe, remember to like this video, remember to share this video. So from tomorrow we are going to do some advanced stuff. We are going to do advanced stuff from tomorrow using Python, and tomorrow we are going to learn on how do you read an Excel file using Python. We are going to use XLRD. I'm going to use XLRD version 1.20. There are other versions, but I don't like them. I don't know why. Maybe I think it's because of the errors. I was irritated by the errors. It forced me to do some things, had to declare something. But okay, we will do version 1.20. But you can use any version you want. But I'll be teaching how to read Excel files using a module called XLRD. How do you install XLRD? I don't know which. You can open your terminal if you're using Ubuntu or any Linux operating system or Windows, then do pip install. Remember I've said I'll be using specifically version 1.20 of XLRD. Yeah, so make sure you install it. See you tomorrow. My name is Julius.